Hi learners, my name is Noi Munsu. I'm teaching life sciences at Sihunelo Senior Secondary School. I'm going to do with you today the eye as well as the ear, but I'll start first with the eye. But before I can talk about an eye, I want us to recap a little bit about what we did in the previous chapter. In the previous chapter, we talked about the receptors, the neurons, the effectors as the parts that protect us from the internal as well as external stimuli. So, what is a stimulus? A stimulus is anything that makes your body to do what? To react. So now we do have internal stimuli as well as external stimuli. So let us try to recap a little bit on the receptors. What are receptors? Receptors are special parts in your body that help to detect different stimuli. So now, receptors are located where? In the sense organs. We do have receptors which are located in the eye. Let us quickly have a look at the receptors which are located where? In the skin. So in the skin, we have a receptor which is called what? The Meissner's what? Corpuscle. The Meissner's corpuscle is a receptor that detects light touch. We do have again another receptor which is called what? Which is called the Krauss what? The Krauss corpuscle. A Krauss corpuscle, it's a corpuscle that responds to what's cold. We do have another receptor here which is called the Raffine corpuscle or the heat receptor. This receptor detects heat as a stimulus. And then in the skin again, we do have another receptor which is called the Pacinian corpuscle. If you don't want to call it the Pacinian corpuscle, you can call it what? The pressure what? The pressure corpuscle. The main function of this corpuscle, it is to do what? It is to detect a pressure. And then from there we do have the receptors which are found where? Which are found in our eyes. So there are two receptors which are found in our eyes. Okay, the two receptors which are found in our eyes, we do have the rods. We do have a rod and a what? And a cone. So now the rods and the cones, they are being referred to as what? As the photoreceptors. Mean that these receptors, they are stimulated by what? By light. And then from there we do have the receptors which are found where? In our ears. So in our ears, we do have three receptors. We do have a receptor which is called what? A macula. This macula helps to do what? To register the position of what? Of the head. I'll talk about it later on. And then from there again in the ear, we do have what? A receptor which is called what? A crista. This crista helps to register what? The movement of what? Of the head. Just like when you turn your head either to the left or to the right. So the receptors that we are going to concentrate on are the photoreceptors, which are the rods as well as the cones. These are the ones that I said they are stimulated by what? By light. The macula, the crista, as well as the organ of what? Of Corti. These are the three receptors which are found where? In the ear. I'll talk about those receptors later on. So now, without any waste of time, let us talk about the structure of what? The structure of an eye. So an eye is made up of 3 layers. So now an eye is made up of the outer layer, which is called what? The sclera. The middle layer, which is called the choroid, and the inner layer, which is called the retina. So now let us start first with what? With the sclera. So now with regard to the description of the sclera, we need to note that the sclera is the outer layer or the most outer layer. So now in color, the sclera is white. And again, what must be known about the sclera is that the sclera is non-elastic. So now this sclera continues to wear to the front. So now in front here, it forms a part which is called what? The cornea. So now the continuation of the sclera is what? Is the cornea. So now I'll talk about the functions of what? Of the sclera. And then from there, I will go straight to where? To the cornea. So now I said the sclera is the outside layer. So now, being the outside layer, it protects the inner parts of an eye. Secondly, the sclera helps in maintaining the round shape of what? Of the eyeball. If this sclera can be removed, just like in a model of what? Of an eye, the eye loses what? Its shape. But as soon as you put the sclera helps to maintain what? The shape of what? Of the eye. And then another important function of the sclera is that the sclera serves as a base for the attachment of what? Of the muscles, which are used to move your eyes in what? In different directions. So now I said this sclera continues to form a part which is called what? Which is called the cornea. So what we need to know about the cornea is that the cornea is convex. And then another thing that we need to know about the cornea is that the cornea is transparent. So let me just quickly talk about now the functions of what? Of the cornea. So now I said the cornea is transparent. So if the cornea is transparent, that simply means the cornea allows the light rays to do what? To penetrate what? The eye. And then secondly, I said the cornea is convex. So if the cornea is convex, the cornea will play a role in refracting the light rays so that they fall onto what? Onto the retina. So now there is a difference between reflection and refraction. Reflection simply means the sending back of the light rays. But refraction simply means the bending of the light rays. So now the light rays must be bent so that they fall onto the retina. Once they fall onto the retina, the image will be done what? Will be formed here on the retina.